time to talk real, time to talk raw. Full episode time. All right, let's get into this story right here. I think this is where sports intersects life at its finest. NBA player Andre Drummond, now the world don't move. Oh, sorry, just can't help myself. Is going off the grid to improve his mental health, saying he's quitting social media and changing his phone number to free his mind. All right. Chicago Bulls center was open with his struggles to his 840,000 Twitter followers on Tuesday, calling on anyone battling similar issues to seek help, just like he is. Quote, deleting all my social apps, my management will take over, Drummond said, also changing my number. Time to focus on my mental health. If you too are struggling with your mental health, you are not alone. It's okay to ask for help. Andre spoken out about mental health awareness previously and shared his path to wellness in a video with the National Basketball Players Association last year. Drummond said at the time he used to focus on the wrong parts of life and allowed his daily experiences to stress him out. But once he started to take time for himself, he saw positive changes. All right. Woo, a lot to digest right here, a lot to talk about. I want to applaud him for the efforts he's taking for his mental health. I understand that his mental health is now being prioritized, which will make you think, was it prioritized before, right? We have to talk about mental health in different terms because I think we disassociate mental health with actually physical health. But there are a lot of parallels. There are a lot of things in common we need to take from our physical health to our mental health. Andre is highlighting that right now. The first thing you have to understand with mental health is you have to exercise mentally. You have to actually make your brain work the way you want it to be. You have to actually put it in spaces, give it the proper energy, give it the proper attention for it to be a healthy brain, healthy mental outlook, right? A lot of times we don't think that way. We think physically, got to go to the gym, got to eat right, got to do all these things, right? And then you talk about mental health, people just say, I just don't feel good. Well, you wouldn't feel good physically if you didn't work out. You wouldn't feel good physically if you ate bad all the time. You wouldn't feel good physically if you didn't rest and recover, correct? So there are actual practical steps that you must take for your mental health to be at its best. And that's what we're going to discuss. In all fullness of what I heard from Andre Drummond and what he's been dealing with, and he's been through this before, repeatedly it sounds like, right? So he's done with social media. He's done right now with people calling him, he's going to change his number. I think this is a mistake. Let me tell you why. Whatever floats your boat to get you to your destination, I get it. I am not here in that condemnation. I am here just saying you're addressing the symptoms and not the illness. Social media is not the problem. Your phone and who has your number is not the problem. The problem is your response to social media. The problem is your response to those who you're talking to on your phone. Think about it. And social media is a mix between people you know and many more you don't know, whereas your phone should be just the people you know, right? So already we're seeing a contrast. He's looking at one thing that's private, and that's still an issue. But then the public sphere, he also has an issue. So guess what? What do they have in common? Andre Drummond. Because no matter where Andre Drummond goes, there you are. That's that old expression, right? Wherever you go, there you are. You can say it's social media, but that's you, Andre Drummond, with social media. You can say, oh, it's my phone when I pick it up, but that's you, Andre Drummond, picking up your phone. I have different experiences with social media. I have different experiences with my phone, just like all of us, right? So are you running from your problems, or are you confronting your problems? By saying, I'm going to get rid of, you still haven't addressed the issue at large. It's the old saying, it's the Wileyism for you, right? You have to look in the mirror, not out the window. And right now, you're looking out the window and you're saying it's social media. You're looking out the window and you're saying it's my phone. You could keep going. It could be people. It could be anything. But really, wherever you go, Andre, there you are. So let's talk about the real illnesses instead of just all of these different symptoms. I have some anecdotes that I tell my wife Like I said earlier, she's more sensitive than me, right? And that's not a bad thing. It's just, okay, you know who you are. Let's make sure that we properly give you resources so you can be your best version. Same with me. All right. One of them is count those with you and not against you. Count those with you and not against you. Been a Wileyism before. Why is that important when you're going through social media? Because the typical social media consumption goes like this. You post something and you check in to see who like it. You check in to see what they saying. Is it popping? Am I viral right now? And all of those comments, you see my finger? Those are positive. Or they're just neutral. Whatever. Yeah, they like it. Oh, it's cracking. Oh, it's good. Dopamine. And then someone says, hey, bum, you should be focusing in on the game. You looked horrible last night. Nobody cares about your stupid posts. How many times have you done this and hit the brakes when that tweet right there is directed at you? I'm assuming it happened to Andre Drummond many a times, dozens of times, hundreds of times, thousands of times, right? And all of a sudden, you stop counting all of those thousands of comments that were for you, that were supporting you. You're a beast. You're hilarious. What a post. Retweet, all of those, whatever. You're not counting them. But the ones against you, you're counting. That puts you into a negative space, right? That is a bad rep. Those are bad repetitions in the weight room in terms of your mental health. You are not helping yourself. Count those with you and not against you. Another thing that takes me to is where Bill Belichick explained the game of football and really the game of life. Let's talk about it. He said more games are lost than won. And when he said that, I was like, mind blowing, brother. More games are lost than won. Basically, in layman's terms, he's also saying you give away your power more than people take it. Right? You could have won the game, but you gave the game away. That's why you lost. They weren't better than you. They just capitalized on your issues, on your mistakes, just like in life. You over here scrolling, being vulnerable, giving them your time. See, people don't understand. The first level of social media experience is time spent viewing, engagement. Even if you act like I ain't tripping, who cares? Oh, I love this. Whatever your response is, you are giving it your time. And that's the most important thing we have, right? Be real. Money comes and goes. Time is gone, it's gone. Ain't no coming and going. It's gone, right? So they got you already hook, line, and sinker as long as you have the app open. But there are healthy ways you can navigate through all the pitfalls on social media. So don't give away your power. Don't give away your positivity. Don't give away your positive energy. Because guess what? They can't take it unless you give it to them. I thought that was amazing as well. Here's some simple, you could give it to a youngster, a teenager, whoever may be on social media to help them navigate through it for a positive experience. Because, as I say every show, I love the comments. And some of them are not flattering, but you ain't messing with my energy. Let me tell you why. Don't respond to negative comments. Number one, don't respond to them. If they're negative, do not respond to them. Almost look at it like someone has a rope with poison on it, and they're throwing it at you, wanting you to grab the rope, but you're not grabbing the rope. You're grabbing the poison. That's what they're trying to do. You don't respond to that. You can read it, but don't respond to it because all of a sudden now your energy is engaging with them. And trust me, that won't end well. Even if you get the last laugh or, oh, Marcellus Sundom, or how much time is spent for you to write it, edit it, rewrite it, edit it, rewrite it, send it, delete it. You know how the game goes. All of that. And you're doing that in a negative place because you're responding to something negative. Y'all remember in math, you have, what's 1 times 1? 1. What's 1 times a million? A million. What's a million times -1? Negative, right? That's what happens. You get into that process of engaging with a negative, the whole thing becomes negative, right? Number 2, Don't clarify things that people misconstrue. This is the tricky one. Because a lot of times you'll say something and people will read it the wrong way. And here you go, comment by comment, trying to correct them. No, no, no. I mean, no, no, no. You're wrong. It's this. And all of a sudden, someone who may be thinly veiled in a negative way, but try to put it out there like a little teaser out there. Like, man, what you talking about? It meant this. And now you are saying, no, it meant this. And here y'all go. Because he knows what he is saying. He knows his stance is opposite of yours. And here y'all go. Even if you get the last laugh, how much time you just done spent with one person who probably had a negative foundation in the first place? Those simple anecdotes, those simple tricks will help you not only enjoy social media, but at least stay on it and not condemn the entire experience because you can't handle it. But I will say respectfully, all of us are different, correct? We all have different levels of strength. I used to bench press 495 pounds. That's impressive, but not as impressive to somebody who bench presses 500 or more pounds. They're like, dog, one, you can even put 5 more pounds on there? I actually heard that from Larry Allen. He was like, you can put 5 more pounds on there and bench 500? Actually, I couldn't. That was my limit. So now let's make sure we translate that to mental health. Sometimes you know when you reach your limit. Hey, 495 is all I got mentally on social media. Respect to you. But I think these anecdotes will work. It's just about how you involve yourself and engage yourself with social media. And I think that's more at play than all of a sudden just saying it doesn't exist or getting rid of it and come back in a healthier mindset. But what's going to happen then? Just like what happened the last time, unless you fix the illness, not just the symptoms. Love that conversation. Going to be in these comments because I can handle it to see where you guys take it. How's your social media experience? Be real about it too. I want you to be vulnerable in these conversations. Is it getting to you? Or are you one of those guys like, I'm in, I'm out? Or are you one of those people like, I really enjoy it. I need it. It's a part of my daily existence. Whatever it may be, I think it's for the positive. I can send information to Japan right now and they get it and then return it in a second. This is the biggest group text ever. Do I want to go back to the way I grew up where, look at MJ. Look at MJ. Here, auntie. Here, uncle. Got to send them all one by one. Or I'm like, here's the blast for the world to see. Or I can make it private, whatever it may be. Here's MJ. And thousands, millions of people can see it all with one push of the button. I do not blame social media. I do not blame the telephone, especially the telephone. Who the hell calling you, making you feel bad? You need new friends. Forget a new phone number. You need new friends. And that's my point. Respectfully, I say this. Stop looking out the window and let's look in the mirror.